Bismillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Inshallah, today lesson number 9, book 2. So we will try to complete our lesson today. But before we start our lesson, let's go through the points, the main points once again, and let's see what we are going to have in this lesson. Okay, so the first point that we discussed earlier, and we have discussed about it many times, that the plural of the feminine, and that is called the sound plural. So the sound plural, when we say the sound plural, that means we recognize it by the sound. For example, for the masculine, the sound will be una, and una will be marfu, and mansub will be ina, and majroor will be ina. So we will say al-muslimuna, al-muslimina, al-muslimina. However, for the feminine, especially for the sound plural, the sound is different. It is atu. If we have al with that, without al, it will be samawatun, samawatin, samawatin. So the difference here is it does not have fatha, it has dhamma, and it has kasra, as we can see here. So as-samawatu will be marfu', and the mansub will be the object form will be as-samawati, and the form that comes after the preposition will be as-samawati. So both of them will take kasra. Now, how will we know that the noun is either mansub or majroor? So it depends on how it is used in the sentence. So based on the usage in the sentence, we will figure out whether it is used as mansub or majroor. For example, here, خَلَقَ اللَّهُ. So khalaqa is the verb, lafdh al-jalala, which is Allah, so is the verb, and then as-samawati is the object, wal arda is also the object. Now we can see here, as-samawati is mansub here, because we know khalaqa is the verb, and lafdh al-jalala is the subject, the doer, and the object, we know that it comes when we have the verb and the doer, and then we have the object. We have three things in a verbal sentence: the verb, the subject, and the object. So as-samawati here has kasra wal arda, because the normal construction comes with fatha. However, for the plural, for the sound plural, for the feminine, it comes with kasra. So here as-samawati, is it mansub or majroor?
Samawati is mansub.
Is mansub. Excellent, because it is maf'ul bihi. The action happened on it. So whereas in the second sentence we can see here, inna talibati fil hafilati. So the first one is mansub because it is ismu inna, and we know that the ismu inna is mansub, whereas fil hafilati is majroor because it comes after the preposition. So this is a perfect example of the sound plural being mansub and majroor. So inna talibati fil hafilati, talibat is mansub and hafilat is majroor. The second one, al-ya'ul mutakallimu, so which is the ya of the speaker, like I am the speaker. So when we use it with the noun, we only use it directly to the noun. For example, kitab, it means a book, but when you say kitabi, it is my book. Similarly, we say qalamun, and when you say my pen, you will say qalami. But when we use it with the verb, then we have to add an extra noon, which is called noonul wiqaya, that is the noon of protection. So, for example, we have nasara, plus we have to add ya. So we cannot add ya directly, so we have to insert a small noon, and it becomes nasara ni. So we have like all the verbs, we have to follow the same pattern. For example, daraba plus we want to add ya, so we will say darabani. If you say darabi, it doesn't sound good. So that's why noon is added with the verb. Even in English, we say he called me, he helped me, right? So after the verb, we use the object. We say me. We don't say he helped I. he called I. So we have to use the object pronoun. So here we are using the object pronoun. However, we have to insert noon, which comes with kasra, so that the problem that happened before, because before ya there is fatha, and we know that fatha and ya do not come together. Ya comes with kasra, so that's why noon is added with kasra, so it becomes nasarani, katabani, darabani. So a noon will be added to the ya al-mutakallim. Okay, and then one pattern that we have learned, that when we want to express wonder in Arabic language, the pattern is fixed one, which is ma af'ala plus the noun will be mansub, fi halati mansubin. And also we can have ma af'ala, and after that we can have attached pronoun, which is called ad-damir al-munfasil, attached pronoun. It should be ad-damir al-muttasil, which means attached. For example, we have the example here, ma ajmala.
This is muttasil or munfasil?
It should be muttasil because attached. So it's a mistake that needs to be fixed, yeah. So ma ajmala plus we have hadhihi sayyarata. So we can see here ma ajmala, and after that the noun that follows it comes with fatha. So it will be ma ajmala hadhihi sayyarata. How beautiful this car is. The translation is also wrong. It should be how beautiful this car is. Because when we say how beautiful is this car, that means it's a question, but it's not a question, it's exclamation, wonder. So it should be translated as how beautiful this car is. Ma ahsanaka, how good you are. This one is okay. Because if we put are before the object, then it becomes a question, but it's not a question. It is expression of wonder or exclamation, as we can see the sign here. So it has to be how good you are, how beautiful this car is. All right. And if we look at the example from the Quran, قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَهُ, and the small waw is added because this is how it is written in the Quran. Either it will be reverted dhamma, or you will see the normal fatha, and after that a tiny waw will be added. That means it is ma akfarahu. Damned is the man, how ungrateful he is, how thankless he is. So this is the verse of the Quran. And then we have learned that ya, normally after ya we use dhamma. For example, rajulun, but when we say ya, we will say ya rajulu. And bilalun, when we call bilal, we will say ya bilalu with dhamma. However, if we have the construction of mudaf alayh after ya, then the mudaf takes fatha, yani it will be mansub. For example, rabbul alameen. But when we use ya with that, so we say ya rabbul alameen. And we know that the word abu has three different forms: abu, aba, abi. So when you want to call on someone, for example, Abu Zaydin is the normal construction. And if we want to say or call someone, so we will say ya aba Zaydin, because after ya, the mudaf has to be mansub. Okay, now what is the difference between Rabbuna and Rabbana? What is the difference between these two? Rabbuna and Rabbana.
In Rabbana, ya is makhzoof, sir.
Again, please.
In Rabbana,
yes,
ba with fatha, ya is makhzoof.
Yes, yani harf munada, the one that we use to call upon, so that is mahdhuf, yani that has been dropped. And it's one of the reasons is like because it's used a lot and we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so frequently. So it is understood that we are calling upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that's why ya has been dropped. So it is Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana, Rabbana dhalamna anfusana. So as you can see here, most of the du'as in the Quran, they start with, basically it is ya Rabbana, ya Rabbana, ya Rabbana. So ya has been dropped. So that's why Rabbana is mansub. But Rabbana, why it is mansub? Rabba, yani the word Rabb is why it is mansub.
Mudaf alayh.
Excellent. Our Lord, our Rabb. Yeah. So that's why, because it's possession, so that's why it has to be mansub. Excellent. And after come, we know that after come, the noun is mansub and it is singular and it is nakira. But when we have preposition before it, then it can be used in two ways or both ways. It can be become realan or become realin هذا. So basically realan remains the same as it is, the original construction, but because of B harf jar, it can also be become realin, and both of them are okay. And then we learned that ba is ma means ma is used for asking question. Ma ismuka, ma is used for negative. Ma dhahabtu ila al-masjidi, and also ma has different uses with the prepositions. For example, B plus ma, it becomes bima, and it is not written with alif, so it means with what. Similarly, li plus ma becomes lima, for what or why, and min plus ma is mimma. It is written in two ways, also with alif and without alif, and an plus ma is written as amma, and the tashdid over there is because of idgham, because we have noon and meme. So when it's the rule of the tajweed, so that's why meme is, and we know that when meme and noon have tashdid, they are nasal. We produce a nasal sound, which is like mimma and amma. So noon and meme, whenever they have tashdid, they will be recited with ghunna. Alladhi, and the plural of alladhi is alladhina, and the plural of allati is allati. And they are used to connect two ideas or two sentences. Okay, here in this sentence, we know that Hamzatul Istifham, which is the Hamza which is used to ask a question. So when Hamzatul Istifham, or the Hamza that is used to ask a question, is preceded by Hamzatul Wasl, so both of them will change into mad, and it changes into two Hamzas will become as mad, and it will be a. So it is basically a plus al-mudarrisu qala lak. Did the teacher tell you, or did the teacher say to you? But because we have two Hamzas together, and the next Hamza has to be Hamzatul Wasl. If it's not Hamzatul Wasl, we will not connect it. So it is al-mudarrisu qala lak. Did the teacher tell you? And if you look at the verse of the Quran, Allahu adina lakum am ala Allahi taftarun. Has Allah permitted you, or are you fabricating a lie against Allah? As you can see here, the ending has a question mark. So it's basically a plus the word Allah, and we know that the Hamza of the word Allah is Hamzatul Wasl or Lafzul Jalala. So that's why it has changed into Allahu. Has Allah permitted you? So it's a question, as we can see here. At-tulabu, and then when we use the number for the noun, so the number is also used in one of the ways, is used like this: at-tulabu jududu al-khamsatu, the 5 new students. So here the number is used as an adjective, and so it comes after the ma'dud. So ma'dud is noun, and the number that follows it is adjective, and they should be equal in number, gender, capacity, and 4 things that are number, gender, status, and capacity. This point, we discussed it in the previous lessons as well. If a verb ends with, or it shouldn't be a verb, it can be a noun as well, ends with ya, and we need to connect it with an attached pronoun, then ya changes into alif. For example, as we can see here, ma'nan, and when we connect it with the attached pronoun, so this ya changes into alif, and it becomes ma'naha, ma'na, so it changed into alif. Similarly, shafa and plus who, so as we can see here, there is ya here, but when we use it with the attached pronoun, it changes into alif, and it became shafahullahu or shafahu. May Allah give him shifa, or may Allah cure him. So it can be used with noun, and it can be used with the verb. So whenever it ends with ya, then when we connect it with the attached pronoun, then it will change into alif. Any questions? It's a long, I mean, lots of points are there. Yes,
no.
sir.
Sir, this shafa, on the fa, there is standing fatha or simple fatha, sir? Last page, sir.
Yes, it changes into a standing fatha. Yes, that's right. Because we are reading it as shafa, right? If we say shafa, then that means it's normal fatha. But when we say shafa'a, that means it is a standing fatha.
Because ya demands kasra behind, sir.
No, it's different. It's because it's a verb, and we know that the verb, they are mabni al-fath. The past verb is mabni al-fath. So ya can take kasra. It depends like how it is used in a sentence, because it's basically sha, fa, ya. The root letters are sha, fa, ya. And we have, because
sir, I am talking about haraka. Sheen with fatha, fa with standing fatha.
No, it's basically three letters. Three letters are there: sha, fa, ya. And what happened? Ya transferred its haraka to fa, and it's changed into shafa. And we will discuss in detail, inshallah, when we talk about the weak verbs.
Okay.
All right, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐏𝐥𝐮𝐫𝐚, lesson number 9. So what do you remember about lesson number 9? We discussed the first page, we talked about it. So do you want to go through the first page again?
Again, sir. Yes,
okay.
Yes, again.
دخل المدرس الفصل. The teacher entered the classroom. ووجد. So what's the meaning of wajada?
Find. He found.
He found. Okay. And what about this wow? What does it mean? And. Yes. So it's a linking wow, which links two sentences or two words or two ideas. دخل المدرس الفصل ووجد فيه, and he found in it 15 طالبا فقط, only 15 students. So these are male students or female students?
It's male students.
Male students.
Okay, 15 طالبا فقط. Because if it's opposite only, what about طالبا?
And wahidan mansoob.
Yes, excellent. So we can see
First
here
and third letter will be opposite in gender.
Excellent.
And the madud will be mansoob.
All right. So if it is 15 feminine students, then how will we say that?
Talibani.
No.
Talibatan.
خمسة
عشرة
طالبة. Excellent. That's how you need to practice. Yes. So 15 طالبة فقط. That means only. فقال لهم, and he said to them. And we discussed many times about qala, that after that we use the preposition of la. فقال لهم. What about fa? What do you remember about fa?
It's also atf.
It is also a harf atf. That means the linking particle, which is used to connect again the previous idea to the next idea. So wow is also used to connect two ideas or two words or two sentences, and fa is also used to connect the previous idea to the next idea. فقال لهم, and he said to them, أين الطلاب الجدد الخمسة? Where are the new 5 students? الذين جاءوا أمس, the ones who came yesterday. الذين, why not الذي?
Plural.
It's الطلاب. Excellent. So because of الطلاب, we have الذين. And جاءوا. So the past is جاء, he came. And جاءوا, they جاء, 2 of them came, and جاءوا, they all came. أمسي, yesterday. What do you remember about أمسي?
Fixed on kasra.
Fixed on kasra. Excellent. It's used to talk about the time. Yes, maf'ul fi, used for time, and it is fixed on kasra. قال عبد الله, Abdullah said, حضروا اليوم وخرجوا قبل قليل. They attended today and they left a while ago. حضروا, again past, third person past, so they attended today, وخرجوا, and they left قبل قليل, a while ago. أظن, this is present tense. أظن, I think. أنهم, that they, ذهبوا إلى المدير, they went to the manager. So I think that they went to the manager. ذهبوا, Why not ذهب?
ذهبوا for plural, sir. They all went.
Okay, so but how do we know that ذهبوا is used for like used for what? Hum, yeah, for whom, yeah, annahum. So whom, yeah, so it's used for whom, which is used for the students.
It
And
is like
anna,
hum ذهبوا.
yes, hum ذهبوا إلى المدير basically. So annahum, I think that they went to the manager. And we know that anna comes in the middle of the sentence, whereas inna normally comes in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, رجع الطلاب الخمسة بعد قليل. So the 5 students returned after a while. فقال لهم المدرس, and the teacher said to them, إلى المدير ذهبتم يا أبنائي? Oh my sons, did you go to the manager? Why I say my sons?
أبنائي.
أبنائي. Excellent. قالوا, they said, نعم, yes. ذهبنا إليه, we went to him. لأننا ما وجدنا أسماءنا في القائمة, because لأننا, because we ما وجدنا, did not find أسماءنا, our names في القائمة, in the list. We went to him because we did not find our names in the list. أسماءنا, why أسماء has fatha here? Why not أسماءنا?
It's مفعول به.
Maf'ul bihi, that's right. You know that yeah, it's basically, I said, we discussed many times that because if we don't have the first form of the verb, which is wajada, and the fourth one, which is wajadat, if we don't have one first and fourth, then the noun after that will be mansub. So that's why ma wajadna asma'ana fil qa'imati, in the list. جلس المدرس وقال, the teacher sat and he said, أقرأتم درس الأمس يا أبنائي? Did you read yesterday's lesson, O my sons? قال الطلاب, the students said, نعم, yes. قرأناه وكتبناه وحفظناه. Yes, we read it, we wrote it, and we memorized it. هل قرأتم وكتبتم وحفظتم درسكم؟ هل قرأتم وكتبتم وحفظتم درسكم؟
قرأنا وكتبنا.
نعم. قرأنا وكتبنا وحفظنا. Is it just the answer to the question, or this is the reality?
Answer to the question.
Okay. قال المدرس, the teacher said, أفهمتموه? Did you understand it? So look at the beauty of here, like the Arabic language, because that's where it is so compact and so comprehensive that it consists of many things. For example, is a question word. Fahimtum, fahima is the past, tum is the subject, the doer, and then we have added wow because we are connecting it to the object pronoun. So it becomes afahimtumuhu. It's just one word, and it will be translated in English. It will be, did you understand it? Afahimtumuhu. Qalu, they said, Naam, yes. Fahimnahu jayidan, we understood it very well. Ma ashala hadha darsa, how easy this lesson is. So as you can see here, ma ashala is the expression, fixed expression, and then the noun that follows it will be mansub. So ma ashala hadha darsa, how easy this lesson is. Qala Abdurrahmani, Abdurrahman said, Ana ma fahimtu, I did not understand, fihi, in it, thalatha kalimatin, 3 words. I did not understand 3 words from it. قال المدرس, the teacher said, ما هي, what are these? قال عبد الرحمن, Abdurrahman said, قرأنا في الدرس هذه الجملة. we have learned, or we have studied, or we have read this sentence in the lesson. Ada jaddi min al-khurtumi. Okay, ada, is it sahih or ghair sahih verb?
غير صحيح, sir.
غير صحيح.
And why is that?
Because
Because أجود.
Alif is
Because
a root letter.
that we have a weak root letter. One of the root letters is weak, right?
weak.
So, and alif. So what do you think is here? The weak letter is alif or waw or ya?
Yeah.
Wow, sir.
Wow, it's ada ya'udu.
أعود.
Ada ya'udu, yes. So waw was there,
Like
but waw
qala.
has changed. Yes, it's like qala, and that waw has changed into alif. And these weak letters, because they are weak letters, so they come up to help each other or one another. So one replaces the other for some reason, just to help one another. فما معنى هذه الكلمات الثلاث? So what's the meaning of these three words? قال المدرس, the teacher said, عاد معناها. Now as you can see here معنى has ya, but when we attached it to the attached pronoun, then it changed into alif. معناها, it means رجع, he returned. Wa and al-jaddu معناها Abul Abi or Abul Ummi. It means the father of the father or the father of the mother. That's the literal translation. It means the grandfather, and the grandfather could be maternal grandfather or the paternal grandfather. So the word that is used is al-jaddu. Wal-khurtumu, and khurtum, Asimatu Sudani, is the capital of Sudan. Afahimta, did you understand it? قال عبد الرحمن said, Al-ana fahimtu. Now I understood it. All right, so it's a long lesson, inshallah. So I think we can continue, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, thumma is
Yeah,
also one of the linking huruf, or it's a harf that is used, particle that is used to link the ideas to the other sentences. It means then. Like in English, I got up early in the morning, then I brushed my teeth, then, and then. So thumma means then. So we have learned three huruf al-ataf, or the linking particles. One is waw, and the
wow.
other is fa
Fa.
and thumma. Okay. ثم فتح المدرس كتابه وقرأ درسا جديدا. Then the teacher opened his book and he read the new lesson. So قرأ, he read درسا جديدا, a new lesson. All right. خلق الله الشمس والقمر والنجوم والأرض والبحار وخلق كل شيء. So Allah created the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the rivers. وخلق كل شيء, and he created everything. وخلق الإنسان, and he created human beings. من طين, from clay or from mud. And then there is a pause. The teacher pauses for a while, and then he says ثم, then قام وكتب هذا الدرس على السبورة. So he stood up and he wrote the lesson on the board. So qama is also on the pattern of qala. So you have learned here that qala, wa qama, and ada.
Qala qama ada.
Excellent. So qama, he stood up. All right. Rafa'a Muhammadun yadahu wa qala. Rafa'a Muhammadun, Muhammad raised yadahu, his hand, wa qala, and he said, Ma ma'ana at-tayni ya ustadu. What's the meaning of tain, oh my teacher, or oh teacher? قال المدرس, the teacher said, الطين معناه التراب المختلط بالماء. المختلط بالماء. Tain or mud means soil or dust mixed with water. So at-turab is used for dust. It is also used for soil. soil, al-mukhtalatu, mixed bil-ma'i, with water. So at-tinu, yani mud, it means dust or soil mixed with water. وَرَفَى فَيْصَلٌ يَدَهُ.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
In the first line, ma mana ati. So here the kasra on and noon is just because he copied it. The student copied it from the question. I mean, from the teacher's words. I mean, why does it have kasra here?
Because mana is mudaf and atini is mudaf alayh. What's
Oh,
the meaning
okay.
of? Meaning of.
Meaning
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Okay.
This.
Okay.
What's the meaning of tain? Yeah.
Okay. Jazakallah khair.
ورفع فيصل يده, and Faisal lifted his hand. فقال له المدرس, and the teacher asked him or said to him, عندك سؤال يا فيصل? Oh Faisal, do you have a question? Okay, now what's the construction or the grammatical analysis of عندك سؤال? عند is ظرف.
عندك jar majroor.
ظرف and attached pronoun. So when we have either jar majroor, yeah, it's basically,
it can be both, sir.
Yes. Inda is not
jar majroor.
Inda is not harf jar. It's a dharf. So it's basically, we say it's adverbial phrase. Jar majroor.
Adverbial phrase.
Yes, adverbial phrase. So عندك سؤال يا فيصل? Oh Faisal, do you have a question? We know that when a sentence starts with dharf and attached pronoun, or when it starts with jar majroor, then normally or most of the times the noun that follows it is nakira. Do you remember the example? في قلوبهم مرض. Yeah, so when we have jar majroor or when we have dharf and the attached pronoun, after then the mubtada is normally nakira. So the mubtada that follows it is nakira. Ya Faisalu, O Faisal. Qala Faisalun, Faisal said, Naam, indi su'alun. Yes, I have a question. Now see here, it is basically a, which is harf istifham, plus al-bihar. We know that al-bihar, it has hamzatul wasl. So two hamzas changed into the, what do we say, mad. So it became al-biharu, jam'ul bahri. So is bihar the plural of bahar? So al-biharu, jam'ul bahri. Jam'ul bahri is mudaf alayh. So is rivers the plural of river? قال المدرس, the teacher said, نعم, yes. هو كذلك, it is like that. هو كذلك, it is like that. قام الحسن وقال. Now we have one more verb, which is غير صحيح.
On the pattern of قال.
قال, yes. So it's قام الحسن. Hassan stood up. وقال, and he said, ما جمع السماء يا أستاذ? What's the plural of heavens or sama or skies? قال المدرس, the teacher said, جمعها سماوات. Its plural is samawat. جمعها. So how refers to?
As-sama is a feminine, sir.
That's right. It is feminine. So جمعها, its plural is samawatun, the heavens. ثم سأل المدرس الطلاب عدة أسئلة. What is it? Okay, ثم سأل مدرس الطلاب عدة أسئلة. Then the teacher asked his students a lot of questions. Here we should notice that this kalima idda is used as mudaf ilayh as well. That's why we can see asilatin is mudaf ilayh. It's used for number. Iddata asilatin. Then the students asked many questions to the teacher.
So can we say like?
Yes, please.
ثم سأل
المدرس. سأل verb, المدرس subject. الطلاب, the rest of it. الطلاب is maf'ul bihi. Iddata is also maf'ul bihi. as'ilatin is majroor because iddata, the word iddata is used as mudaf, so that's why as'ilatin is mudaf ilayhi. So at-tullaba, iddata as'ilatin, all of this is in the place of object or maf'ul bihi. So
So
that
What is
iddata
the meaning of iddata?
as'ilatin would not be maf'ul fihi?
it is maf'ul fihi, of course. At-tullaba wa iddata wa as'ilatin. The iddata is maf'ul fihi. Why is that? Because of number?
Because of time?
Because of time,
Yes.
because of number. Yeah, yeah. So we can say it's maf'ul fihi, but most likely or most importantly, it is used as mudaf.
Yes. So if we have to say like he traveled for a lot of months, or
Yes.
he studied for a lot of years, so
Yeah,
we can
iddata
say
sanina.
iddata sanatin or
Iddata sanina.
okay.
Yeah, because
sinina.
yeah,
It will be
sanina.
plural.
Iddata shuhurin, iddata ayyamin, iddata asabi'a. So we have to use the plural after that. Yes.
Okay.
Many questions, and we know the word iddatun itself comes as like the period of time which is spent by
Time period.
yeah. So that's iddatun. It is by itself, but when it is used as mudaf alayh, then it means many. So the students asked many questions to the teacher asked many questions to the students. Now the teacher is asking questions. Okay, so I will ask you the questions and you have to answer me. Al-mudarrisu, man khalaqaka ya Ibrahimu? Who created you, O Ibrahim? Yes.
Khalaqani
Khalaqani
Allah.
Allah.
Khalaqani
Allah
Allahu.
created me.
Allah has, or Allah created me. And we can see here, Ya has been connected with Fatha because we know that the Allah of the word Allah or lafzul jalala is Hamzatul Wasl. So Khalaqani Allahu, Allah created me. Al-Mudarrisu, man khalaqakum ya abna'i? Who created you, O my sons? Al-Jami'u, yes, all of you.
Khalaqani Allah.
Excellent. So it's basically khalaqana Allahu, but when we connect it, it will be khalaqana Allahu. Allah created us. Al-Mudarrisu, man khalaqani ya Abbasu? Who created me, O Abbas?
خلقك
Allah.
Khalaqakallahu.
Allah created you.
Yes. So as we can see here, the attached pronouns, they are coming before the subject because we know that they will be connected to the verb. So that's why man khalaqani ya Abbasu, and here khalaqa and then ka Allahu, Allah created you. Al-Mudarrisu, man khalaqa ash-shamsa ya Abdullahi? Who created the sun, O Abdullah?
خلقها الله.
Okay, khalaqaha Allahu. Allah created it. Why ha?
Because Shams is feminine.
Shams is feminine.
Feminine. Excellent.
Feminine.
Very good. Then we have al-Mudarrisu, wa man khalaqa al-qamara ya Abdurrahmani. Okay, ya Abdurrahmani. Abdurrahmani. Why it has fatha?
Because it
After
has
ya,
mudaf
mudaf
le
will be
and
mansub.
Yes, Abdurrahmani means the slave of Rahman, right? So it's translated as the slave of, or the abd of Rahman. So that's why it's mudaf alayh. So when we use ya, then mudaf will be with fatha ya Abdurrahmani. Yes, Abdurrahman. Khalaqa.
Khalaqahu Allah.
Okay, Allah created it. Now who refers to what?
Qamar.
Al-Qamar, because Qamar is, in Arabic it is masculine, whereas Shams is feminine. Al-Mudarrisu, وَمَنْ خَلَقَ النَّجُومَ يَا أَحْمَدُ? And who created the stars, O Ahmad?
خلقها الله.
Okay, now why we have ha here?
Because Najum is plural
of non-living
will be treated as feminine.
Nujum is
Singular.
a plural of Najmun, so Nujumun is a broken plural, and the broken plural in Arabic it is treated as singular feminine. So that's why khalaqaha Allahu, Allah created them. When we translate in English, we will say created them. Yaqub, ya Ustadu, indi su'alun. ليست له علاقة بالدرس. I have a question which does not have connection or relationship to the lesson. In this one, I have a question. ليست. You remember that laysa is used for, it's a past verb, but it means not, right?
Not.
And laysat is used for feminine. So why it is used as feminine? Because of alaqa, because alaqa is feminine. So that's why the verb that we used for it is also feminine. Laysat lahu alaqatun bid-darsi. It does not have a relationship or connection to the lesson. Okay, al-mudarrisu ma huwa? What is it? Yaqub, qara'tu fi kitabi or fi kitabin. I read in a book. أن النجوم أبعد من الشمس. I read in a book that the stars are far away or farther than the sun. أصحيح هذا? Is this true? المدرس نعم هذا صحيح. Yes, this is true. مما خلق الله الإنسان يا عثمان. So min plus ma with what? خلق الله, Allah created al-insana ya Uthmanu. With what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created human beings, O Uthman. Uthman says, خلق الله الإنسان من طين. Allah created human beings with mud, or we can say with clay, C-L-A-Y, with clay or with mud. So as we can see here, khalaqa is the verb, Allah or lafz al-jalala is the subject, al-insana is the object, and min tiin is jar majroor. So khalaqallahu al-insana min tiin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created human beings with mud or with clay. The teacher says, ahsanta ya Uthmanu. Great, O Uthman. It's an expression of appreciating someone. So ahsanta, it's basically past verb, ahsana, and then the form of ahsanta, you have done a good job, O Uthman. And then there is a pause. So that pause means just drinking a bit of water. Okay. وَمِمَّا خَلَقَ اللَّهُ الْجَانَّ يَا أَبَا بَكْرٍ. And with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the jinns, O Abu Bakr. Okay, so Ya Aba Bakrin, as you can see here, Aba Bakrin. So it was Abu Bakrin, but because of Ya, the word Abu changed into Aba. Ya Aba Bakrin, O Abu Bakr, with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the jinns. Okay, the word Abu, we should know that it is not always used as father, which is like biological father. Sometimes it is used for association as well. For example, we say Abu Lahab in the Quran, so it would not be translated as the father of the flames, right? So it's like association because of the redness of his face. And similarly, Abu Bakr, because Abu Bakr was the first to give shahada to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And similarly, Abu Huraira and Abu Turab, all of them, they are used. Here in Saudi Arabia, like if someone has long mustache, they call him Abu Shanab. So Abu Shanab means the possessor of the long mustache. So that doesn't, it's not always translated as father. Sometimes it is translated as the association to show someone's association to something. Okay. Abu Bakr, خلق الله الجنة من نار. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created jinns with fire. Min narin, with fire. Al-Mudarris, min narin. So here nar is a common noun. It's not a proper noun. It's not minan nari. So that means nar is also of different types and different kinds. Min narin, from a fire. Al-Mudarris, كيف عرفت ذلك يا أبا بكر? How did you know that, O Abu Bakr? Arafa, so Arafa yarifu, so Arafa, and then if you continue, so you knew, Arafta. ذلك يا أبا بكر. How did you know that, O Abu Bakr? Abu Bakr, عرفت ذلك من القرآن الكريم. I came to know about it from the Quran. فجاء في سورة الأعراف أن إبليس قال لله, as it is in the Quran in Surah Araf, when that Iblis said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قال لله. So li plus Allahi, lillahi. أنا خير منه, I am better than him. خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين. You created me with fire and you created him with mud. أنا خير منه, I am better than him. خير, what kind of expression is this?
خبر.
The expression like we have learned comparison, so it's comparison, right? أنا خير منه.
Better than him.
Comparative.
It's comparative, right?
But it's not on the pattern of afala.
أفعلوا, it's on the pattern of أفعلوا. It was basically أخيارو. Alif, Kha, Ya,
Okay.
and Ra, أخيارو. But because it's used so frequently, and this is how it is used by the Arabs, so instead of using أخيارو, أخيارو is also used in Arabic as well. But also khairun is also used as well. So khairun can be used as comparative, and also it is used as superlative. For example, khairukum man ta'allama al-Qur'ana wa 'allama, right? So if we have, so if we have the object right after it without min, and you know this formula, that when we have min after that, it is used for comparative, and if we don't have min, it is used for superlative. So it's basically ana akhyaru minhu, but because of the excessive use, it has changed into khairun. Ana khairun minhu, I am better than him. Khalaqtani min narin wa khalaqtahu min tinin. So you can write it down as a note. So inshallah, next time, whenever you just go back, you can refer to it. Al-Mudarrisu ahsanta ya Abu Bakr. Excellent, O Abu Bakr. Kam sama'an khalaqallahu ya Abdullah. How many heavens Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, O Abdullah? Abdullah says, khalaqallahu sab'a samawatin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created 7 heavens. And you know here that sab'a is because as-sama'u is feminine. So that's why we have masculine here, sab'a samawatin. Al-Mudarrisu, wa fi kam yawmin khalaqallahu as-samawati wal-arda ya Abdurrahmani. And in how many days Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the heavens and the earth, O Abdurrahman? Abdurrahmani, khalaqallahu as-samawati wal-arda fi sittati ayyamin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. As we can see here, ayyam, it's the plural of yawm, so that's why we have sittati ayyamin. Al-Mudarrisu, hadha sahihun, this is true. The reason why I'm going through it quickly, because most of the sentences are repetitive. They're being repeated many times. So that's why I think we can go through the lesson, through the text today, right?
Inshallah.
Okay. هذا صحيح. This is correct. قال الله تعالى في كثير من الآيات. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in many of the verses, إنه. Now we have inna in the middle of the sentence, but we don't have anna. Why?
Because qala.
Because we have qala. So after qala, we use inna. We don't use anna. And it's like when I say we don't use it, because this is how it is used in the Quran, or this is how it is used in the Arabic language. إنه خلق سبع سماوات, that he created 7 heavens. فقال في سورة الطلاق, and he said in Surah Al-Talaq, الله الذي خلق سبع سماوات. Allah is the one who has created 7 skies or 7 heavens. Allahu, and then alladhi is used to connect lafz al-jalala and the sentence. So alladhi is used to connect the sentence and lafz al-jalala. Allahu alladhi khalaqa sab'a samawat. Allah is the one who has created 7 heavens. وَكَذَلِكَ قَالَ فِي كَثِيرٍ مِّنَ الْآيَاتِ, and similarly he said in many verses, إِنَّهُ, indeed he, خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ فِي سِتَّةِ أَيَّامٍ, that he created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. فَقَالَ فِي سُورَةِ الْحَدِيدِ, and he said in Surah Hadid, هو الذي خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام. He is the one who has created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. في هذه اللحظة, during this moment, رن الجرس, the bell rings, وخرج المدرس من الفصل, and the teacher leaves the classroom. And the students must be very happy that the bell has rung, otherwise they will run away or leave the class, or maybe they will close the Zoom app, right?
No, sir.
Okay, so في هذه اللحظة, in this moment, رن الجرس, the bell rings, وخرج المدرس من الفصل, and the teacher leaves, or the teacher left the classroom. Now, of course, it's a beautiful lesson. It has lots of information. That's why I gave you all the points earlier, and we discussed about those points before. And now again, inshallah, we have gone through the whole text. So I believe we can do the exercises tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah, sir.
As I did the whole lesson. So if you have the energy to do it, you can do it. But for myself, I'm done from here. So if you think it's fresh and you can answer the questions, but even question number 1 has 10 questions.
No, sir. Tomorrow, inshallah, in one shot.
Inshallah. So please go through the text, go through the points one more time. And inshallah, once you're able to master this lesson, you will be able to master a lot of text of the Quran. SubhanAllah, now you're able to analyze the verses of the Quran. You are able to understand most of the verses of the Quran. And that's, inshallah, that's what our target is. May Allah bless us, give us barakah, inshallah, and give us. All right, subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاك الله خير.
جزاك الله خير.
وإياكم.